Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place, 'cause the love you give, it can't be replaced.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, hi, thank you for coming back for yet another video. If you are new though, thank you, welcome. I hope you enjoy this video and make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another one of my video. Okay, so if you watched my last video, you're probably realizing I'm wearing the same top. That is because I am filming 2 videos in one day. Productivity, guys. Woo! But let's just get right into this video, guys. As you see from the title, we will be talking about budgeting and money management. So yeah, I can't wait to give you guys some good tips. So let's just get right into it. Okay, so tip number 1 is making sure that you set a realistic budget goal. So when you're deciding that you want to start budgeting, you really need to think of all the things you spent money on in a given month. Like, this could include things that you like to do for yourself in a month. Like, you might like getting your hair done every month, or maybe not every month but every other month. And you might like getting your nails done, getting your toes done. You might like going out to eat with friends on a regular basis. So I would suggest setting aside money in your budget for those things, because you are going to be spending that money pretty regularly on those things. So tip number 2 is determining what type of budgeting method you would like to use. So there are 2 types of budgeting methods that are pretty popular. There is the zero-based budget. So with this method, you would be keeping track of every single penny. Yes, I said penny. Every single penny that comes in and out of your account in any given month. So you're just keeping track of how you spend every single cent of your money, and you need to budget out for every single cent. So like, you should have like $0 in a sense, or you should know where every single cent of your money is going. So it might not be you need to spend all of this money, because I hope that you're not having $0 in your bank account at the end of every month, but like, you're keeping track of where every single cent of your money that you have in your bank account, where it's going. So whether it's going into paying bills, whether it's staying in your account for savings purposes, or you're moving it to another account for savings purposes, like, you need to know where all of it's going. Truthfully, I don't really care for this method because I think it's too strict, and it's like, you trying to keep track of where all my money goes, to me seems really hard. But if you are great at sticking to a budget, like, that might be a good option for you, but for me personally, that doesn't really work. And then the second one is a percentage based budget. So with this one, you're setting up categories, and then you're applying a certain percentage of your money that you will put towards it. So let's say you're someone who owns a house and you have kids. You can put like you will like to put like 50% of your salary or your monthly income towards housing, like 20% towards like living expenses outside of, like, you know, rent and mortgage. So like, things that you buy for the house, so like groceries, utilities, like things of that nature. 10% you would like to be spending on your kids, and then like so on and so forth. So you set up categories, and then you assign a certain percentage of your monthly income towards those categories. I feel like this one allows for more flexibility, because you can set up those percentages for yourself. It doesn't have to be like based off of anything anyone else is doing. You can do this for yourself, and those percentage can be whatever you choose. So those are like 2 main budgeting methods. Those are not the only ones. You don't have to use either one. I just like looking at my expenses and what my income is when I decide how I budget. So I look at what I spend money on and I budget out for those things, and then I like to put at least $100 or a couple hundreds of dollars into savings. Tip number 3, which this I think is something that's really important, is you need to be adjusting your budget as needed. So your budget that you might set like today, in a few months you might need to change it because like emergencies come up, things happen that are unexpected, or you're better off financially, so you can spread your money around differently than you originally were doing. So adjust your budget as your life changes, like your financial situation changes, or if any emergencies or crises occur. Now, how to actually budget. So as I said before, there are different methods that you can use to go about budgeting. I am going to be talking about how I budget in this video. So it's using an Excel sheet and just listing out all the expenses that I have. I will actually tell you guys some of like my monthly expenses that I have listed. So like my phone bill, car insurance, car payment, life insurance, and then all my subscriptions. So I have several subscriptions. So I have like Amazon Prime, Spotify, I have a gym membership, Crunchyroll for anyone that's into anime. Yeah, I recommend Crunchyroll. Kind of pricey, but I like it. I also have my student loans, gas, and savings, and tithes, because I go to church and I tithe from my paycheck whenever I get paid. So like those are my expenses and that I have listed out. And then in my Excel sheet, I also have the date that these payments need to be made by. So whether it's like the very first of the month, the 15th, like, so by having the dates in there, this helps keep you on track in terms of like, did you pay that bill? Like if I am unsure about when the bill is due, I can just go to my spreadsheet and look at the bill, the amount, and the date, and just know, okay, so I need to have X amount of money in my account so I can pay this bill that's due on this date. So that's one of the ways. If you have auto payments like set up for any of your bills, it also is good to still keep track of the date it's due, because let's say you forget that it was due and that you have the auto payment and you don't know if you have the appropriate money in your account. Like you can go and check to see how much money you do need and making sure that you have that amount ready for when the bill is going to be due. Also, I like to keep track of what my income is on my spreadsheet. So the reason why I do this, and I feel like everyone should be doing this, is because if you are not sure how much you are making in any given month, like it makes it harder to know if you're able to pay your bills on time, especially. So I like to keep track of how much my minimum income is for any given month, how much money I know for a fact I am going to be getting from my job or whatever it is I'm getting money from. So that is very important. And then I like to subtract out my expenses from my income to see like how much money I have to play with. Like that's how I consider it. Like this is my fun money in a sense. How much money I have left over after all my expenses are paid, because this allows me to now think, okay, I have $2,000 left over. Let's say that's not how much I have after I pay my bills. I won't tell you guys that number because I don't need to know that. But let's say you have like $2,000 left over after you pay all your bills, you know, and all the things you know you need to have money available for in a month. This allows you to now think about how much money you want to put into savings, how much money you have for a potential trip that you want to go on in like the next couple of months. how much money you kind of have if any emergency were to occur that you didn't think would happen and you need a large amount of money for. So with this money, I like to think of how I can save. So I like to put a couple $100s into my savings each month, just because like you never know when something's gonna happen, and it's good to have extra money just squared away just in case of emergency, or if I want to do something that I didn't originally plan for that month. Also, I think it's good to think about this because with birthdays, anniversaries, Mother's Day, Father's Day, those are things where, like, you know, you're normally not spending money on gifts in a month, but like when these holidays, like a loved one or a significant other's birthday come up, like you are probably going to want to buy them a gift. At least I hope you are buying your loved ones gifts for their birthday. So like this allows you to think, okay, I have extra money, like I know I'm gonna have like an extra $200 or an extra $500, $600 this month after I pay all my bills, that I can buy this person like a nice gift. So that's why I like to also have like the amount I have for my income and then subtract out my expenses from that amount. So that is all I have for this video. I will be having other videos on money management and all things money related. I plan on doing a video on how to start investing in things that I wish I knew before I started investing. So make sure you check that out once it is dropped. And I will be having other videos. If you have any questions on budgeting or any question with money related things that you would like me to answer in a video, please leave it in the comment down below and I'll definitely get back to you guys on that. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful to anyone who had any questions about budgeting, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.